Malibu early in the morning, there's a quietness to it, just the pounding of the surf. And there's this sense, watching the sunrise, of just the world awakening.
It's before the traffic starts, so it's very quiet, nobody on the road, few people out jogging and walking.
When I get up out of bed, I open the window and I look outside at the ocean. And what I'm seeing is a different painting every day.
If you're sitting up on the headland at Point Dume and you see the sun rise sort of out from behind East LA, you see the reflection off the water out to Catalina, off of Palos Verdes, and it's just raw beauty.
I never in a million years imagined that I would raise my family in Malibu, California. That sounded like a corny joke to me.
I probably had the same stereotypes and biases maybe about people who lived in Malibu as anybody else who had only heard about it.
Misconceptions about Malibu. Movie stars, everyone's a millionaire or billionaire.
There's some truth to that, but there's also not truth at the same time.
There's a lot of really just normal people here that like to live here.
We're a nice, quiet, small town on the coast of California. That's really what Malibu is.
What I saw was that this is a family community along with a celebrity community, but the backbone of the community is family.
The great thing about living here in Malibu is we're raising kids with generations of people who've been here forever.
You know, I'm a parent now. I plan to raise my child in Malibu.
I just can't imagine a greater place in this world to raise kids.
The Left Spark on a Saturday morning playing soccer. I mean, it is spectacular.
I love a nice beach day. Surfing with my kids down at Zuma or County Line. It's a great place to be.
When I look back at the old pictures of Malibu, I'm fascinated to see what it was when it was pure and open and empty.
We're lucky to have them because they speak of how Malibu was then and how people have taken care of it.
Malibu was quite small back then. The pier was there, and I remember the houses in the colony. Beyond that, I don't remember very much about what was here. It was very quiet.
You know, there was an old critic that once wrote about Malibu, and he said Malibu isn't a place, it's a state of mind. It's really an attitude of protecting the environment and not overdeveloping.
You know, I think it's our job as a community to preserve those things because we all know that things are going to change, but to kind of keep that unique character of Malibu into the future.
Well, you know, there had been several attempts at cityhood over the years, and the catalyst that drove the successful effort was the county's sewer proposal.
It was a major sewage treatment line going down the middle of PCH with the intent of building high-rises and things along the coast. And we fought it.
When we finally became a city in '91, it was mainly quite frankly, out of fear.
They were just rubber stamping every plan that came through to build this, to build that.
They were planning to put a freeway down Pacific Coast Highway or next to Pacific Coast Highway, even part of it being a causeway. They were going to build a nuclear reactor, and they were going to install 65,000 people in the city of Malibu and make this kind of Reseda by the sea.
That was the first time I think Malibu ever really pulled together as a whole.
And we were all afraid that they wanted to have high-density development. And that's not what the people in Malibu during those years wanted. It isn't what they want now.
The group of us got together and we fought and fought and fought.
It was done word of mouth. It was done pamphlets. It was done in people's houses.
Fought the freeway, defeated it, fought the nuclear reactor, defeated it, and finally fought for the city and became incorporated.
So wow, 25 years. I think that's quite an accomplishment, a quarter of a century that Malibu's been around on the face of this earth, operating, you know, under its own set of rules.
We're celebrating 25 years of a community conversation.
People in Malibu feel passionately about things and they aren't shy about letting you know.
They win some battles and they lose some battles, but in the end they keep fighting because it's something that's worth fighting for.
I think it's important to celebrate the fact that we have come a long way. We are now a fiscally sound city.
We have gained a great deal of respect as a community that is environmentally conscious.
Since I've been on the city council, we've opened 3 new parks.
I'm proud of Bluffs Park. When we were on council, we acquired Bluffs Park.
We ultimately were able to obtain ownership of those fields. It's the most beautiful place.
We purchased Legacy Park. Legacy Park would have been a 150,000 square foot shopping mall that's 40,000 square feet bigger than the Ralph Center.
We have a city hall now. We have lots of amenities for our residents.
I think for me, the Malibu Library is one of the things I'm most proud of. It's about more than just books. It's about community.
We have burgeoning arts programs. We're taking care of our environment. We're cleaning up the water around us.
Now, as a city, we have our own guidelines. We can set ourselves up to sustain what we have.
Like everybody else, my dream for Malibu is just to stay the way it is.